Alright, so today we are working on a 2013 manual Camaro ZL1. It's got a 255 upper pulley, a rotofab cold air intake, 1050 injectors, DSX flex fuel kit. We did the injectors, the flex fuel kit, the DSX auxiliary pump kit, a carbon fiber drive shaft, and then we also added the big heat exchanger up front for the supercharger. We got everything bled out. We did some runs yesterday on 91 octane, switched it over to E85. We're on about an E60 blend now. It's cooled off, so we're gonna try to get some decent numbers out of this, since yesterday it was 100 degrees in the shop. Today it's only about 84, and we're gonna see how everything looks and go from there. Here are the numbers on the ZL1. So when we started out, we were on 91 octane. The intercooler system wasn't bled, so we're seeing IATs around 140 to 160. This is what it was making at those high IATs. We were at like 460, 470, peak 471, and 474 torque. The system just needed a little bit more coolant. That brought our temperatures back down to like the hundreds, 110, 120. After it cleaned up, we ended up at 535. That's on this dyno, of course. We went through a couple of different things. I may go over that in a different video if I post the other video. So we ended up here. So that's the difference IATs make on 91 octane. If it's a 160 degree IAT, I mean, you're at 471. And if you're actually cooled off around 100 degrees, 110, you're gonna be at that 534 mark. That's a big difference on IATs. So then we went from 91 to E60 yesterday, and we went from 534 to 581 and 526 to 569. That's a pretty good jump in torque and a very good jump in horsepower just from E80. Well, it's not even E85, it's E60. And then we let it cool off. Today's a lot cooler. We went from like 100 degrees inside of here to 84 degrees. And I mean, the peak power doesn't tell the whole story, because I did rev it out a little bit farther just because it was nicer outside and I didn't want to beat on it yesterday when it was so hot. But we picked up somewhere around 20 foot-pounds across the board, down low, and then up top. It's hard to tell right there. What did we pick up? Somewhere around 10 foot-pounds. Then we gained about 10 horsepower across the board, like all the way across, about 10 horsepower. Peak, we were at 600, so picked up about 20, but that's also just because we did pull it out a little bit higher, and I was a little more comfortable just because it wasn't so hot outside. So 91 hot versus E60 cooled off. It's a pretty good difference. And we are using the same correction factor on both of those yesterday. Let's see today. Correction factor was a little bit lower, 1.06, but the humidity is a lot higher today, so it feels cooler, but I guess it's not too much better as far as atmospheric conditions go. But we're at that 600 mark and pretty happy with that. May go to a smaller pulley at some point, or we'll probably, since it's a 255 upper, we'll probably maybe go to like a bigger lower if he wants to do that. I guess it really depends on what his power goals are and how everything feels after we take it for a drive. But